I think it's important that I put a couple of thoughts on the record on the broader picture here. I think the elephant in the room, frankly, is the land use provisions, the conflict between the requirements statutorily that we provide for recreational uses and the parameters and the intent of the Coastal Act. Frankly, I am shocked still that with respect to proximity to ESHA, and with respect to certainly communities that have significant environmental justice issues, with respect to the provisions in the Coastal Act that deal with hazards, and that statute happens not to include something dealing with public health. Maybe that's a legislative idea. But it still amazes me that we allow vehicles and off-road vehicles to be driving around in ESHA dunes. It blows my mind. And somebody said it well earlier, it's like we have to weigh between the value of people's right to recreate in a cool way with abhorrent public health impacts. I mean, that, to me, I'm sorry, in my world, forgive me if you think I'm crazy, but that in itself is ludicrous, that's even a discussion. Somebody had testimony earlier, and I respect everyone's position, that this is just, riding up on the dunes next to ESHA is just how they choose to enjoy the beach. And I just have to say respectfully, no. Not if your use of the beach destroys environmentally sensitive habitat area, creates significant public health hazards, oh, by the way, that just accidentally happen to affect communities of color, communities of lower economic status, and present significant environmental justice issues. No, you do not have the right to do that. Not in California, not when the people of California in their millions, not once, not twice, but 3 times, have reaffirmed the values, the intent, and the structure of the Coastal Act. You just don't. Maybe there needs to be conversations between our commission and our appointing authorities who are in the legislative leadership and the governor that, hey guys, we need to put this on your radar because there's this giant plume drifting into these communities and there are people showing up in our hearings on oxygen tanks, and somebody needs to move a bill because maybe we need to not just allow this to be happening in the coastal zone. I like to off-road too, but there's a lot of, it's a big state. And I don't know that it means that you got to do it next to the Pacific Ocean on a beach next to environmentally sensitive habitat area. And any suggestion otherwise, to me, is perfectly insane.